Hey everyone, this is Adam H. Cole, your money and relationships expert and couples financial counselor, with my weekly videos on the topic of money and relationships. Now today I'm going to be talking to you about, how to decide when to start talking about money with your partner. And this is a challenging topic for a lot of people, and on reflecting on it and thinking about this video, I realized that this conversation kind of comes with the assumption that it's going to be a really sucky conversation. It's going to be really bad and awkward and uncomfortable, and like we might even fight. And so let's just like delay it as long as possible, but we do know we need to have it. So like we'll just delay as long as possible and just like try not to be too miserable. And I understand why, right? But what if we had a completely different way to look at it? What if we could see this as an opportunity for growth and connection and intimacy and courage and power in our relationships? So, first, I want to talk to you a little bit about what usually gets in the way of seeing these conversations as an opportunity. And there's a lot of fear of judgment, or fear about your finances. You don't know. Maybe you're ashamed, you don't have enough money, or you're embarrassed, worried about how your partner might judge you for your financial situation if they saw it. And also, a lot of people are embarrassed because they think they don't know enough about finances. And so what usually happens here is what I was talking about before. We just avoid it for as long as possible. Some people avoid it entirely, right? But that can cause a lot of issues, and financial stress is one of the top causes of divorce. So, first question a lot of people have in this area is like, well, what if it's too soon? When's too soon? And what if the other person just thinks I'm weird? Or like, what if they think this is way too soon to be talking about it? So, there's no right answer. Of course, there's no one way in this case, but I encourage people to approach money related conversations just like any other important topic where you want to see if there are shared values and resonance between you and your partner, especially if you're looking for someone to have a long term relationship with. So, this might be issues like where to live or whether to have kids, things like this. Money should be in that kind of pantheon of topics to discuss. And here's the thing, you don't have to talk about everything, especially if it's still earlier in your relationship. Maybe you're not even sharing money or living together. Just start to explore this, and there's a really wonderful depth there. Now, here's something I've discovered. When I first started this business, and for the whole time I've been dating somebody, and we live together and we split things, but we don't actually share our funds, right? So I was like, oh, I love doing this work, but maybe it's not really affecting me. I quickly realized that wasn't the case. See, even if you don't share money with somebody, once you make choices together that affect both of your finances, whether it's where to go out to eat, vacations, sharing an apartment, how many hours you're going to spend together versus how many hours could be at your jobs, having these conversations is going to be really helpful for the two of you. And more recently, I was talking to my girlfriend about some of these things, and I really just listened. I wanted to hear what money is about for her. And I really got down to the core of what it symbolizes for her, what it means to her. And then I realized that for me, money is a really important way I show my love for people. And I love to take care of them through spoiling them, through getting something really nice for them, and especially romantic partners. And then when I looked a little bit deeper, as I've been growing my business, I've been keeping a tighter budget on my personal spending. And I realized, like, wow, there's some shame here for me that I am not spending as much, not treating her as much as I used to and as much as I'd like to, a sense of like not being good enough. So this stuff is really powerful to dig into. And if you start talking about it sooner, then you can head off resentment and discomfort before they start or before they continue to fester and get really bad. And here's the thing, the bottom line is that these conversations will actually move your relationship forward. It'll make the two of you closer. The key here is to have them from a place of your love for each other, come from empathy, listening to understand, right? Curious about them and their experiences and how they got to be the way that they are. Really just listen to them deeply and be vulnerable yourself, right? And just being willing to do the work on your own side of things, explore your own relationship to money, your own story. That is extremely powerful. And I actually have a handout that I'm going to link to below called Your Money and Relationship Story. And if you look at that, it guides you through a series of questions that have you explore your own relationship to money. And this is really powerful. That's pretty much the best gift you can give a partner, is to be doing your own work. So in short, there's no particular answer, but as your relationship develops, this is another opportunity for you to explore your values and look for what's shared or where you can compromise. And especially once you start making financial decisions that are shared, even if it's things like going on vacations, now it becomes particularly important to understand where each other is at, share what you're dealing with, share your history and experiences, share your current feelings and your hopes and dreams. So thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Really grateful if you share it on social media, and also subscribe to my channel for weekly videos like this. They come out every Wednesday here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them below. And I will also include in the comments some other information about how to connect with me on my website, or if you're interested in working with me one-on-one. Thanks a lot and have a wonderful day.